Welcome, guys, to Big Beard and Friends, episode 95. Now, check this out. 95 weeks already? Really? I don't know. I feel like I'm wasting my time. I feel like I'm getting nowhere, but I know what I need to do. And speaking of which, I hope that each and every one of you, as always, I hope that whatever you going through, it passes. And I hope that you realize and understand that even if you think that it's not going to, it will. There's a time and place for everything, no matter what it is, even in your life, their life, her life, his life, our life, anybody's. I promise it'll be all right. Guys, we're going to start the show today, and check it out. Change, time, and family. That's right. Change, time, and family. So, let's go ahead and get right into this today. Change, we've always hear, is a good thing. So, there's nothing negative about change unless it is negative. You know what I'm saying? Here lately for me, I have been, going through change. This is what inspired this episode. And I'm doing things, and I will explain way through these future episodes. I'm doing things I never thought I would do. I'm mentally growing. I'm, physically growing, because every day, face it, we're getting older. But it's stuff that's, you're speaking from your heart, more, because I'm asking for guidance. I'm praying. I'm doing what I have to do. I'm not a very, very religious man, but I believe in Jesus. I believe in God. I'm not afraid to tell you, but I'm also respectful and understand if you really don't, and that's not your thing, that's fine. That message is not for you. It's just for me expressing myself here at the Big Beard and Friends show. Well, I have noticed that when you do go through change, others around you kind of look at you different. And you either gain people's respect, I think, or you don't. And it's kind of like, they're like, oh, it's being real, it's being real. Well, being real and being honest and changing does not always get you surrounded by the people that you need. It gets you, or that you think you need. It gets you surrounded by the people who will be there for you. Whether you know they or not, you have to start recognizing that people are put into your life to either make you or break you, to test you, to fail you, to overcome with you, or to grow with you. People are put in your life like that. At least that's what I believe. So when you adapt to a change and people come into your life, I think sometimes that we get discouraged because the change or whatever we prayed for change does not, work in our favor. It's not anything close to what we expected it to be, and I don't really know what to say on that level, because every one of us ask or change or do things for different reasons. But I think you get the basis of what I'm saying here, that change can absolutely be a good thing. I think that, like I don't believe in bullying. I don't believe in being mean to people for no reason. I think that itself is bad. It's time to change that. I don't think that, people yelling at people over absurd things is worth it. That is really, really sad, which when you come down to it, we need to all change that. And it really does. Now, don't get that confused with another topic. A few weeks back, I talked about toxicity. There's a kind of you can change and still things will fall in your lap. And it can be a new kind of annoyance or a new kind of, but if it's toxic, cut it out. But back to change. I think for me here lately is what it comes to is I'm realizing that people are put in your life to make change. And whether it's good or bad, it's what you do. It's how you reply. And I have been. These are one of the things, for instance, I said for over the next few weeks I talk about. I'm learning things and doing things I thought I'd never do. I'm learning to calm down, but still be assertive. Man, this is hard for a guy like me. I'm a jerk. I'm an asshole. I am absolutely, I think, a horrible person sometimes at the way I react. Like, just the way I react, I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not going to get in the kingdom of heaven. Or, oh my goodness, my friends are going to leave me. And when it's all said and done, for me, maybe it doesn't work for you, I started realizing that I'm that way about a lot of things. I've got a nickname. I don't talk about much, but I don't like to live up to that. But at the same time, it's still there, but it's one of those things that I want to change and recognize about myself. Like, stop the way I react. So I start telling others, my family, my friends, react this way, try this. And I'm sure they're like, oh, he's drunk, or what is wrong with him? Oh, he hit his head, or he fell. And I say that meaning this, they probably think, wait, what's wrong with him? He's making sense. Something has happened. Another thing that I've done is I've gave up drinking. Now, was I an alcoholic? When I was younger. But in the last maybe 4 months, 2 months, 3 months, and probably longer than that, but I have drank more than I had all year. And I was like, I don't know if this was like a quarantine thing. I don't know if this was like we were all shut in and I just got bored and I'm just like, wow. And an incident had occurred when I was drinking that I didn't like, and I wanted to change it. I don't have, well, here's my next topic, time for that. We're going to talk about time. Moving on. There's a time and place for everything. But listen, if you don't know what to do with the time you got, you don't realize how much time may be wasted. It's time. It's time to recognize. And I'm serious. Once again, I'm speaking from my experience outside in. And, you guys want to look, it's fine. If you want to listen, fine. The time that we have is so precious. And I mean this. COVID or no COVID, viruses or no viruses, lifing. Take the money away, take the jobs away, take your house away, take everything away. What remains? Exactly, time. So what do you do with that? Now, I'm working on this myself, so I got to preach this to people. Some of you are watching going, okay, he's right. Some of you have already figured this out, and some of you are going, listen to him. So everybody is going to take this a little different, but no matter how you take it, one thing that you and I and anybody watching have in common, everybody on this universe, in this galaxy, in this metaverse, every one of us have one thing in common. We all want survival. Because when you survive, you can do good by your kids, and you want your kids to survive. If you're a decent human being, for whatever reason, not mine or yours or mine, anybody's, you might have one. If you have a family, you want survival. If you never did before, maybe that's me. Maybe there's so many other words that can be said there, but once again, I think y'all dig what I'm saying. What are you doing with that time? I have wasted precious time. I just can't. And I'm realizing, and it's not that I'm wasting time in my life. I'm wasting time on the wrong people. The wrong situations. Maybe that's you today. Maybe you're sitting there going, wow. I'm telling you. Being able here lately to follow through with goals. It's like drinking. I haven't drank since like New Year's, the 31st. I take that back. The 2nd. What is today? Today, filming this, it's the 12th. But it's one of those things where it's just not, it's a lot of time that we all waste. Some people go, oh, I'm going to spend my time trying to get this person to speak to me again. Not me. I'm going to spend my time trying to get back in their lives and tell them I love them and how much we messed up and let's get back together. You might. Maybe that's you. Not me. Because I am at the point where things like that is what brought things on. These topics, this show, sitting around with friends, experiencing the change and the time. And knowing that, choose it wisely. And I'm not even saying it like around every corner we got death, or around every corner. I'm not even really saying it like that, which is the end. We all know that. But I'm saying it like, are you sitting around letting things happen? Or you're sitting around making things happen? Or are you sitting around waiting and waiting and waiting? Waiting turns into wasting. These all are opinions expressed and views by me here, because it's my show. I'm trying. But what are you doing? What are you doing? And this was inspired by true events. With your life. Like, do you really want to waste it on the wrong people? That's me. I mean, there's friends out there. There's things that need to be done in your life, but are you letting them? Are you standing back looking at it at the big picture? Or are we just living in the moment? What do we live? How do we live? What do you do? Your change, your time, and my next topic, family. Family is very important. See, I don't know about you, but growing up, for me, it was always like you spend time with family. Family's good. Family's good. Blood is thicker than water and blood. And, and I totally was like, oh, yeah, my family. But when you start one, when you start a family of your own, do you ever think that happened with that other family? They started the family. They had to get their grit and all their might, be like, this is mine. But somewhere it started where they had to say blood is thicker than water. It's a family you created. So when you start your own, for me personally, that's where it started over. Now that family, your 2 kids, your 3 kids, your 4 kids, your 5 kids, how many ever kids you got, plus your spouse, husband, wife, husband, whoever, whatever, however y'all do this marriage thing nowadays. Bottom line is, it's your family. No matter what you think, or he thinks, or she thinks, or they think, or what. If you have a family, a companion, a family, your family is more important than the family that had you. Do you realize that? Oh, I disagree. They're all together. They're all the same. Fair enough. But they didn't say that then. It's not that you stop caring about other family. You just kind of go, nah, I got my own. Not my circus. Not my monkeys. Not a mess that I made. If somebody is going through crap, you can be there for family, but as I said a couple weeks ago, a few episodes back, sometimes family can be the most toxic people, and they can be holding you back. Sometimes family can encourage you, and they can be the ones that's making you go. But always know that you have that compass, eternal, that intuition, that instinct, which I believe is our Creator talking to us that one final time. I've talked about that too. People call it your conscience. I think it's a Creator thing. You can call him Jesus, God. You can call him whatever name you want. I still think in my head it's whoever created it. It's their conscience. It's one last time. Not the good devil, not the bad devil. It's just the good Creator talking to you. And we go, well, what do we come up with that? Well, they turned around and I believe that they good and bad and good. Well, if that's good and bad and 2 people talking and my shoulder and left, that's cool. But I think it's the Creator thing. I think when you look at things a certain way, you do realize who family is and who really is important. Why change and time and family is important. You must survive, right? We know this. We gotta do what we gotta do, but never, ever, ever lose that vision that if you're creating a family, do it. Do it. Get married. Go do what you got to do. If that's really what you want. I'm one to talk. I'm still going through. My wife and I have been together 20 years. She's been with me 20 years. She's been with me. You know what I'm saying? And yes, notice I said she's been with me, okay? I wouldn't be with me. Why? I'm a schmuck. I'm a jerk. I'm horrible. That's what I say. Because of things I've done, things I do, things I have done. And I know we're not, to err is to human. I get it. And my philosophy is you got to mess up in order to know what not to do. But that is so hard sometimes. For my family. The family I've created. The family you created. Where does it come from when they talk about blood is thicker than water and what did they do and where does it? It's the one you create. We can sit up here and compare apples and oranges all damn day. But once again, we all know we all have a family. And even if you don't, we all are a family. See, that's a whole nother perspective topic episode that I'll talk about. We all are family. Doesn't matter. Just throwing that out there, guys. In these next few weeks, I'm going to have some more, obviously, topics and episodes, but I'm going to have some guests on. And I'm going to really, really try to do something, I'm not going to say it's special, but I will try for the 100th episode. I want to get a few people here at one time and start talking. See what happens if we were to hang out with 4, 5, 3, more than 2. Don't know what's gonna happen. I guarantee you it just won't be these well, I don't know what I guarantee you anyway. Guys, what are those 3 words I say to end the show every time I do it? Let me say it. Love, peace, chicken grease. Later, guys.
Presentations.